Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to another video on the channel. Chris here, otherwise known as CFRacing, and we're doing a kind of a first 2025 video, I think, sort of, kind of, maybe. But yeah, last week, I was at work for this, so I completely missed it. But the 2025 liveries got revealed during the F175 launch. I did rewatch the event. It was alright, nothing crazy, but, you know, some of the things were really funny when they roasted all the drivers. That was hilarious. We got 10 liveries here today from all the cars. I wanted to do one where I made it myself, where I could add all the team's driver suits and stuff on there. But the not the livery, the website kept crashing whenever I tried making a tier list. So I found one that somebody made. Shout out to whoever this is. I'll leave a link in the description so you guys can do this tier list as well. But yeah, I wanted to do driver suits as well because they look pretty nice. But maybe I'll talk about the driver suits while I talk about the cars as well. So I guess we're going to start off with the same livery that's been the same since 2016 or 2014. When did they? I think it was 2014. It's Red Bull. But, like, honestly, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. That's what I'm saying over here. So, this Red Bull livery, it's nice. I won't lie to you guys. It is a nice livery. It's clean. It flows. Why do you think they haven't changed it in, like, 10 years? I'm just going to put it as a good livery because it's good. It's not like it hurts my eyes to look at it like some of these other ones. So I'm going to throw the Red Bull in good. You can hate me all you want, but back in 2016, I'm sure we all thought this was a great livery too. And I mean, that hasn't changed. So why are people getting mad? Because it's the same livery every single year. Now for a livery that's gone down every single year it's been in Formula 1. And it's the Aston Martin livery, which sucks because you have such an incredible template right now of Aston Martin. And in 2022, or when was the first year? So 2021, they had that pink stripe, which was kind of meh. But then in 2022, when they didn't have the I think they had a Aramco, but it didn't really take over the car like they did. Now they have whatever that logo is on the top up there. I can't read what it says. Can I read what it says? I don't know what it says. It says something, but it makes the top, like the airbox of the car, it makes it gray. It's ugly. Now Aramco on the side profile, or the side pod, is also black, which it used to be green. So it just seems like Aston Martin's kind of losing its color now, which sucks because before, like I said, in 2022, it was just green and it had like the yellow fluoro stripe going through, and that car was beautiful. But now it's kind of mid. I mean, I think they could do more also with their wheel covers as well, but what can you do about that, I guess? Next up, we have Ferrari, and the renders make this car look worse than I think it does on track. I mean, it's nowhere near glorious or good. Highest I could put the Ferrari is mid this year, just because HP decided, you know what's a great idea? Just to ruin a livery. Like, thanks, HP. If I saw so many good renditions of this Ferrari livery on Twitter, and they're just so much better than what we actually got in person. And don't even get me started on like the rear wing looking from the back with the blue IBM logo. Like, why does IBM have to be blue as well? Like, come on, what are we doing here with all these technology companies trying to ruin my Ferrari over here? But right now, overall, the dark red is absolutely beautiful. Probably the best thing they could have done to the livery. But HP just kind of ruins the car. So it is going to be a mid-livery behind Aston Martin. Unfortunately, because Ferrari was my favorite livery last year, until, you know, Monaco or whatever or I think it was Miami when they brought the HP, but I can't believe they ruined it. Even if they just like had a black logo, or someone had like the Scuderia Ferrari horse where that white stripe is, that's fine. Even if they just like, I don't know what to say, just get rid of the white and the blue, and then you got a good livery. All right, Sauber, honestly, I kind of like this livery. I saw people saying it's like the most boring livery ever, but like it doesn't have to be like exciting to be a good or bad livery. Like, it's the green really stands out on track. This thing's gonna look really cool. I like what they did with the fade. Like, sure, it's the most default livery you could probably ever get on the F1 games, but other than that, they did a good job with it. I mean, they don't have many sponsors as well, so it's kind of just steak on the car, really, which is kind of funny. But I like it. I think it is a good livery. People might hate me for this, but I like that color green, and I like the way it fades into the black, and then after the black, it kind of fades into, like, carbon fiber. So, I mean, clearly they're still trying to save weight with that donkey of a car, but you know what? They did a good job with it, and I definitely think it's a lot better than last year's livery. And it's just, the wheel covers look so nice in the front. The back is just black because it fades into black, but the wheel covers in the front are so nice. I think this is a really good livery, and definitely good job for the Steak Sauber, Kick, Alfa Romeo, whatever team creators over there. Next up, Williams. Honestly, one of the worst liveries I think this year. It's going into bad. You might hate me for this, but it's just blue on blue on blue, and I know people love that Duracell logo on the airbox, and obviously that is the best spot they could put the logo, but it doesn't make it look good. It's not like it's a nice implementation. It's black and orange on a complete blue car. It does not work. And the wheel covers also suck. Williams, I like what you had a couple years ago when Gotifi was driving for them. I think that was 2022 when they had like the little bit of red in the livery as well. That I thought that was way better than what they got now. I do like the blue, the shade of blue on the side pod. That's a nice shade of blue, but all of it together, I think it's just arguably the most boring livery on the grid. So it's going in bad. Now we're going to one of the best liveries. I don't think there's... Is there any glorious liveries this year? I really don't know. But Haas, 100% going to be good. I liked the car last year. I thought it was really nice. And I was saying last year that they should invert the black and the white. And it would look so much better. And they did that this year. And now that car is absolutely gorgeous. Look, they got little Ollie Behrman's car on there. Look at him. Look at little Ollie Behrman. But yeah, they got Haas with the white now. I do like the white as better base color for Haas. Maybe if they had... I would not be opposed if they also had some gray. There's also kind of, like the white overall kind of just takes me back to like their 2022 where they had like more white because they had the Year Alkali sponsorship and then they didn't have it because Mazepin got dropped. But I like this livery, probably top 2, maybe top 3 in 2025. Very nice, very nice. Now we got WTF Burn It. It's going to go Mercedes. Like they just absolutely butchered that car this year. And I know they're probably having some sponsorship troubles with Ineos because they're not on the car. They have just a gray sheet of, I don't even know what it is. Whatever they put on their cars to use as paint, like matte paint or whatever, just on their airbox. I mean, that's usually where the Ineos is supposed to be. And I don't even think they have the Niki Lauda star on it this year. I haven't seen that. But then they also haven't released any renders of the car. So all we have right now is a picture from the F1 launch event where the shading could just be absolutely terrible. And maybe the livery's a lot better than it was. We don't really know. But right now, from what we have from the F1 75 launch, the livery is ugly and it's 100% the worst livery in 2025. I know people are going to be mad at this. I really don't care. It's disgusting. Like, change it up. Go full gray. Like, I don't want to see no more black on this livery. It's so boring. Change it up. Make a whole teal car if you have to. I don't really care. Just, it's the worst livery this year. Now my favorite livery of the year. Alpine. I don't think there's a single glorious livery this year. I think most of the cars are actually all pretty ugly. But just for the sake of the video, I'm going to throw Alpine in glorious. I think it is the best livery in 2025. And I don't know what it is. It's that shade of blue. Arguably my favorite shade of blue you could possibly even have just in real life. And now it's on a Formula 1 car. So it's very nice. Alpine, you're going in glorious. Their race suits suck. They're disgusting. Both the drivers' haircuts are terrible as well. But the car, at least, is actually really good. And the pink, it flows better with the car. This is probably the best Alpine livery they've done since that 2021 glorious Alpine livery by Sean Bull Design. I know we did this one as well. Definitely his second best work right here. But that 2021 Alpine livery is probably like the best like Formula 1 livery ever, so it's kind of hard to get up to that standard. But this is, I wouldn't say it's a close second, but it's definitely a second Alpine livery, the second best Alpine livery that he's 100% designed. So good job, Sean Bull. But yeah, you have the best livery for sure in 2025. Don't question it. I know everybody's saying that this RB livery is the best one in 2025. It's not. It's the second best livery in 2025. I'm not even going to throw it up in glorious. It's just a white car. Like, what are we doing? Like, the way they do it, it looks really nice, especially with the matte finish on it. I can't even throw it up there. Especially with the matte finish on it. And I do really like the little, like, bowls that fade onto the side pod. But other than that, it's just a Red Bull in white. Like, I mean, if you guys hate Red Bull every year for doing something the same, like, I mean, this is basically the same thing, just white. And I guess people have that nostalgia from the 2021 Turkish Grand Prix where they had that white Red Bull, but I didn't even like that livery at the time anyway. So, I'm going to throw this in good. I know everybody's going to be mad because I don't have it in glorious and my number 1, but it's my number 2. I will give you that. It is definitely the second best livery, but it's also still not, like, amazing. You know what I mean? I'm really excited for 2026 liveries, but we'll stick with what we got right now. And now, McLaren. You didn't change it up, buddy, and I didn't like this livery last year. So, if this livery, I will give them this. If they did what they did in Singapore, and instead of having all this carbon fiber, if you had it white down the side, it would look so much better, probably the best livery in 2025. But you don't have that. I'm throwing it in bad. I did not like this livery last year. I don't like all the black. And now they added that teal. Like, what is that, like, aqua Seattle Mariners teal that you have going into the... It's on the winglets or whatever. If you look at the car from the front, you can see this like weird teal. Like no. Like you got rid of that McLaren blue for a reason because it didn't work with the black and the orange, and now you're putting in a teal. Like, what are you doing, McLaren? I get sponsorship. I never liked the chrome wheels on the car anyway. Cool sponsorship idea, yeah. Kind of just like the what's it called, the Williams airbox. But the race suits are gas, by the way. I like the McLaren race suits, but the livery is just bad. Anywho, that is gonna wrap it up for this video. I hope I didn't piss. I really don't care if I pissed anybody off because I know I did. So the best livery we got Alpine, the worst livery we got Mercedes. Sorry, Mike. That's just how it's going to be. At least Antonelli looks good in the driver suits. But that being said, I'll see you guys in the next one. Subscribe. Goodbye.